are back, and I finally found out the name of the game. It is called BeyondYou. Oh, hey, look, Beyond Nexus. Beyond. Okay. So, apparently I have to pick a username, I think. Oh, I have to pick one of these. Oh, a profile picture. I like the cat. Yeah, cat. I've been added by Magic Ico to a new room. Yay! Hello. Great! A group chat already? What? Great? Or create? Great. Okay, yeah, that's great. Great, a group chat already. Okay. Great. And yes, I thought it'd be best to keep in touch. Okay, so what are we going to agree on, a project direction or what? That would be better established than we are in person. Wait. Oh, that would be better established when we're in person. I just wanted to foster a sense of interpersonal connections. That Ico speak for let's be friends. Oh yeah, I just realized. So why is my name Beyond a Nexus? That's my question. So we are slated to be working closely together this coming year, and as such, I'm inclined to get to know you all individually. So, friendship building? Okay, well, Haruka, we're friends now. Aiko said so. I don't do stuff because someone tells me to? Question mark, question mark. You, without question, do what I tell you to do. Most of the time, anyway. Yeah, but we're friends? I love how they just add all the typos. Hi, I'm also in this chat, but I'm terrified of Haruka. Oh, so scary. So scary. Please protect me, Aiko. Ooh. Oh, jeez. What is this? I agree with Yumi. So scary. Oh, jeez. What is this? I thought this was more like how middle schoolers talk. MFG, can you please not be so weird if we're gonna work together? Thanks! Maybe we can all use proper spelling and grammar so I can understand what's being said. This is how I talk now, ooh. This is so stupid. Sam, ooh, is to make Haruka uncomfy. Me too, ooh. I'm just gonna bully Haruka. My brethren. How would you say that? My comrades. Ooh. Okay, I'll slack proper. I'll slack proper. I'll talk. I love this so much. Thank you, Haruka, for trying. All I wanted to do was ask what subjects we're all interested in focusing on. Given how informal the school is treating this, it's on us to make the most of it. When is it going to get horror-y? Is archery a subject? Oh, I love archery. That's not the sort of subject we're discussing. For example, I want to focus my time on biology. I assume Kana wants to focus on social sciences like social sciences like psychology. No, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna steal psychology from you. I like chemistry, which leaves Papa and Yumi to decide on their focus. I don't know. I'll do whatever. I guess I'll think on it. Consider it this way. We have to split up into pairs. So if you're set on being up with Haruka, focus on chemistry. However, I recommend against doing a subject purely because your friend is. Make sure it's something you enjoy. Or do the same subject as your friend, look pathetic until they help you. That's why I did science this year. Hi, Papa. Jeez. Yeah, I'm gonna save it. I don't know if I want to forget. Okay. Yeah, I think that was a good thing. Wow, can you spell arrogant? Oh, wait, Yumi, please. Tell me you didn't decide to pursue science because of me. Wow, can you spell arrogant? Arrogant. Yumi obviously wanted to study science to be with me because I'm the coolest one here. SMH. Wait, why is Yumi's name a chair? Wait, what? A chair? Oh, a chair Yumi. Actually, wait. I do archery. A chair. It sounds... sounds almost the same. See the comedy? Ah! You shouldn't have to explain a joke. I thought it was funny. Wait, is this important? I thought it was funny. Okay, I think it's clever. Like when Kana had Katakana when she cosplayed that cat girl. What? It matched up cleverly. Yeah, I know. I'm adorable. Now, unless we have further discussion on the topic or work dispersion, I have research to do. I really doubt the way they've split up classes. They've split the classes up as legal. Hey, people, I'm sorry about today. Not that I did anything wrong. Oh, jeez. Wow, that is so sweet. Thank you for such a genuine and kind apology for your rancid behavior. Yeah, that's such a good apology. So touching. Why am I crying in the club right now? Whatever. Good night. I stretched until a few joints popped, with sent chills down my spine. Ooh, I'll stretch too. I need to stretch. Okay. Sorry, that was weird. I'm absolutely beat. Probably best to sleep. Ow, that hurts. Okay, I'm gonna stop stretching. It's not like I had too much to do after only a day at school. It was work I could easily handle between classes. I pulled up a podcast one I'd been listening to yesterday. Do you believe you are smart? Like me or my character? I believe my character is smart. I'm not sure if I'm smart. I don't make good choices, but like I got good grades. Oh no, like me personally? Is this just me personally or the person in the game? I didn't make smart choices, but somehow good things came of it. No. I don't, not really. Oh jeez. Was that a bad... Wait, you know what? Let's just... Oh, I can't go back after this. I can't save! I can't save before I make this decision. Okay, I'm just gonna click no. I woke up to the sound of someone knocking on my door. I slid out of bed and yanked my robe on. Wakey, wakey. That's very, very, like, menacing knocking. For someone to just, I don't know, be really happy with me. Oh yeah, by the way, I changed my name to Papa instead of Daddy, because if I change my name to Daddy again, that'll just start me off where I left off before. I rubbed my face with my hands, teeth grit. What was she using to knock? A battering ram? Exactly! Why are you here so early? I want to get to school early so we can work out a strategy. We might even be able to switch groups around. We can't change our group around. A thud against the door sounded. I could only assume Haruka had slapped the door. Don't be so negative. I'm sure we can convince someone to change, or force them. Haruka, you need to let this go. We're working with them, you might as well get used to it. Silence followed my words, so I took the time to get dressed. I didn't take long, though I would miss those extra 30 minutes of sleep. This is either going to get really creepy, or like that banging was just really badly placed, I guess. Once dressed, I opened the door and nearly ran into Haruka. She looked me over once, then turned on her heel to walk down the stairs. I followed quietly, not wanting to argue. After a brief breakfast of toast and some juice, we were out the door. My house was silent, and neither of us spoke. That and my parents were asleep. How did Haruka even get in? We had a spare key, and she'd seen me use it before. I'm pretty sure she had it anyway. The walk to school was starkly different to yesterday. We'd raced like kids then and made jokes. Now I was in step with Haruka, who hadn't spoken since my house. I should reassure her. The silence had become overbearing, and so I nudged her with my elbow. You're my best friend, Haruka. Being in a group for class isn't going to stop us from being friends. Haruka dipped her head away as if to disguise her face. What if they like you more than they like me? It's easy for you to just... She trailed off, her arms crossed against the autumn leather. Just what? I leaned to see her face better, though that didn't do much. Forget about me. How could I forget about you? You'd never let me. We both laughed, though her laughter wasn't as cheerful as usual. I straightened up, a frown on my face. Okay, yeah, so... Never mind, is Haruka gonna be the Sayori? I don't know, maybe they both are, because they both just seem really sad. If you have no idea what I mean by saying Sayori, then just, like, watch a Doki Doki Literature Club playthrough, because I'm not making one of those. It's unoriginal and very old. I straightened up, a frown on my face. We have meant to be in a group one way or another. Everyone in class hates us, so no, they hate me. She frowned, glaring at the pavement in front of her. She was brash, competitive, and incredibly defensive. It was in her nature to assume the worst of others. It balanced out my endless trust. How about I'll try today, just to be nice. It's a start. What if they get grabby with you? Haruka didn't continue her statement, though she did punch her fist for effect. I laughed, my brows angled in confusion. My hero. It's usually a princess who gets saved, but I guess you can be a prince. We arrived to school earlier than necessary, thanks to Haruka's nerves. At least she'd given up on trying to change groups. I hadn't seen the other girls in my other classes, though I knew they must be around. I was too overwhelmed with the pressure of performing well in each class. We didn't have science until the afternoon, and the day went by in what felt like seconds. Haruka and I turned up to science with a few minutes to spare. We were eager to make it up for the lateness the previous day. I saw Aiko, though the other girls weren't there yet. Oh, hello, Papa. This feels so kinky. Okay, hey, Aiko. She had several sheets of paper in front of her, splayed across the desk. Doing some reading? They're club's application forms. I got them from the office. But now that I'm reading them, these forms seem more like permission slips. Yeah, therefore, if you have to leave campus with your club. If you want to join a club, you just meet up with whoever's the club president. Oh, that's not like our old school. I know it's like a different school. I don't mean to compare them. I'm just not used to it. No need to apologize. You weren't sure how it works, so you asked. It's the office who told you that you needed all these forms. They didn't seem to question me. Strange. It's still good that you want to join a club. Aiko nodded, her hands clasped with excitement. I can't talk. Stammer. I thought it would be a wise move, given colleges prefer people who are socially active. Either of you gonna join a club? Are either of you gonna join a club? Let me spell this out for you, Aiko. Haruka raised her hands to gesture with each word that followed. We don't do clubs! Don't you do track? Why not? Because we just don't. I'm not going to force you into one, but they're worth considering if you want to stand a chance. Yeah, clubs are fun. I already know where I'm going, and Papa is so smart they could start their own college. I don't think that's how that works. 2 colleges. Why would you need 100? Haruka, I'm just saying, showing off that you're in a little group of losers doesn't make you better for college. How do you know they're losers if you don't spend time with them? My speech is just like getting really weird. I've been reading for way too long. I can't read aloud for a really long time, but I can read silently for a long time. It sounds like you applied for a club and they turned you down. No, why would I care if a club turned me down? Wait. If track is a club, did she get turned down from track? Oh no! I mean, why would I apply for a club? Well, at least I'm getting the stammer right. Maybe not intentionally. I had never heard that Haruka applied for a club, although she did begin to make her hatred known for them sometime this year. Oh hey, look, exporting my movie was successful. Great. I'm sorry if people. That was the wrong thing to do. I just lowered my chair. That was so scary. I thought I was gonna die. Okay, let me put my chair back up. I'm sorry if people in the past have hurt you, but if you go around rejecting everyone first, eventually you'll succeed. Sometimes success isn't a good thing. Aiko went to take a seat, her gaze focused on the paperwork she'd collected. It was more permission slips than anyone would ever need. I don't go around rejecting people. People just don't like me. Because you don't give them a chance to get to know you. There's not much to know. Whatever. Haruka took her seat, disengaged from everything around her. She was fidgeting with her buttons on the suspender of her skirt. Why can't I talk? Okay. Okay, now I'm ready. I took my seat by the window and watched as the other girls filled in. Kana and Yumi offered greetings in the form of a wave each. Others began to file into the room, talking amongst themselves. That's not how you spell amongst. I couldn't tell. I probably shouldn't judge. Like, these visual novels, it costs a lot of text, so a couple typos, that really doesn't matter. This is still a pretty funny game so far. Not really the game I would really kind of play, but since it's horror, yeah, it's the game that I'll play. But I haven't seen anything that involves horror yet. Okay, I just need to restart my thing. I couldn't tell what was being said. Restart my thing. I couldn't tell what was being said, but people looked as confused as I felt. With the disjointed nature of the groups, I had to wonder what exactly would happen with our class. Before I could say anything, Mr. Sato entered. The room fell silent, but he began to set up for whatever presentation he had organized. Given that we'd had our science class mixed into one, yeah, this was going to be a mess. The curriculum for this year will be broken down into sections. Additional specific classes will be offered as lectures. As such, choose your focus carefully. This could decide your fate. I frowned, unsure what to make of this. It sounded like they were going to run our senior science classes like a college. No doubt it was because of the changes in class sizes. The school had gained all those students from Miami. Whatever, as long as I was able to maintain my grades, it didn't matter how the information was delivered. The first week will be spent on a topic, external to the main topics. As such, consider this a getting to know you sort of week. It will be graded, however, so don't think it's time to slack off. Haruka shot me a smile, accompanied by a thumbs up. I had to smile in return, at least thankful she was in better spirits. The class began to separate into their groups. For some, it seemed easy. They had decided their groups, which means they knew how it would be split. Everyone had picked their best friend or their partner. I had Haruka, and then a few strays from Minami School. Other students from Minami School I can't even pronounce that anymore. Seemed to have settled into the crowd, as familiar as old classmates. You'd hardly be able to tell them apart, which meant it was the moment of truth. Hey, so I'm just like sorry, I guess, but I'm not even that sorry. I didn't even what the heck was that? I think an apology, but it's okay. No apology needed. Yumi rolled her eyes, her hands in motion. Aiko pushed Yumi's hands down. Yumi signed something else, and the pair kicked into conversation, both their hands shifting in ways I couldn't understand. Aiko looked annoyed, and Yumi smiled. It was an apology, yeah. We're a group, and I want to get through this year, you know? I'd still be with the other girls, no matter who I chose to work with, but they'd be the one I'd be working closest with. I had to rely on them to make the right choices. And I had to hope they were focused on the same avenue of study. That is, if study was still the most important thing to me. I'd done so well in school even before the craziness. One mixed-up science class couldn't ruin everything I worked for, could it? The music stopped. Oh, no. This is the decision. The music stopped. I still kind of want to go with Kana to make Haruka really mad. But if I go with anybody, it'll probably make Haruka mad. But if I go with Kana, then it'll probably make Haruka the most mad. Oh. The music changed? Okay. I think Kana and I would work really well together. Well, duh, I'm awesome, but what about Haruka? Oh no. Oh no, I made a mistake! That kind of sorts that, I guess that sorts that out, huh? I'll see if she's okay. Oh no, what did I do? Well, whatever, let's go, partner. I didn't expect Haruka to run away like that. I 100% did. Maybe do you get upset? Sure. But Aiko had gone to check on her. In time, Haruka would understand, wouldn't she? We'd have to move apart eventually, for school or work. This was just the start of something bigger. Oh no, that's not the right thing to say. Oh no, this is not gonna be good. It started. I walked up to the front of the class where Kana was. She'd taken a seat on the teacher's desk. I'm getting chills right now. Her ankles crisscrossed. I'd expected her to slide off the edge after she'd read through the sheet, but instead she began to scribble. It was hard to watch, given she tried to balance it on her lap and then the table beside her. After a long moment of her adjusting her posture, she snapped her gaze onto me. Come here. I approached, wondering if she'd gotten stuck on the desk from her short stature. Turn around, Papa. Pardon? So I can use your back to write. Why? Why not sit at a table? Kana made a twirling gesture with her fingers as she expected me to turn. She seemed determined to remain on the desk. I shot Mr. Saito a look, but he had his back to the class and was filling out the opposite chalkboard. I obliged reluctantly. The sooner she was done, the sooner she'd be off the table. She grabbed my shoulder to pull me closer, with strength I'd not expected from her. Strangely enough, the pressure of the pen against paper was soothing. Yeah, it got weird. It got really weird. Oh no. It must have been a strange sight for the rest of the class, but all I could see was the chalkboard ahead of me. Kinda savage, choosing me over your bestest friend, huh? I didn't do it to be savage. Kinda leaned in to speak in my ear. I didn't say it was bad that you made the choice, just that it was savage. I stared at the chalkboard, my arms crossed in front of me. A heat prickled along the back of my neck as her breath played across my ear. This is so weird! I thought a change of pace would be good. It is, I promise. I'm super sweet when you get to know me, you'll see. I doubted that. After all, her first instinct was to use me as a writing surface. But her hand was nice on my arm, and she kept her voice light and soft by my ear. The writing paused for a moment as she put her sheet in front of me. I looked over it to see if it was safety precautions to be taken in a lab. The work was relatively easy, so I didn't really need to be doing it. We'd done it countless times in the past. See, it's easy peasy stuff. I'm sure you already know it all. She leaned in again, closer than someone so new should be. Like, you know not to play with fire, right? Oh no! Is she the reason that it burned down? I nodded, swallowing hard. The side of her foot tapped against my thigh as she hummed to herself. I want to see what would happen if I chose the others. Her answers were succinct. What? I don't know if that's actually a word or if... I don't know. And I agreed with her on most points. Any disagreement came down to phrasing, which wasn't enough to make me throw the work away. It was group work, after all. It was expected that there would be some similarities. Although it was hard to make "don't drink the chemicals" sound drastically different. Her cheek peeked back into my peripheral as she leaned in, the sound of her tongue against her lips, enough to grab my full attention. I'm not surprised you picked me. The choice is obvious. How do you figure that? I did my best to keep my voice level, and failed. No doubt she caught that, with how she exhaled through her nose. It morphed into a sickly sweet giggle, almost too loud given her closeness. Aiko's too blabbering, Yumi doesn't talk at all, and Haruka seems, there was a pause, as though she was trying not to speak too harshly. I can almost hear the gears shifting in her head. I can understand why you'd want a change of pace. This is a big commitment, a whole year of working with someone. A year for science class. I didn't understand why everyone was acting like it was life or death. I behave, and I can think for myself. You don't want a pawn, do you? A pawn? Is this about the brain stuff you like? Being a team player isn't about a pawn. I'm confused about that. A pawn? You know, someone who just does whatever you ask. No one wants that. It's useless in the long run. I do enjoy psychology, though. For example, first impressions are formed quickly and difficult to break. Yes, I know that. I study psychology a little bit, too. But this is not a good first impression, Kana. Especially for somebody who studies psychology. I don't doubt that at least one of us impacted you enough to have a halo. A halo? A halo effect, where you excuse them of almost anything, based on their strength or how attractive you find them. Maybe that's why you're still friends with Haruka, if that's your thing. She rested back. Her foot tapped my thigh again as she slipped her leg back around. Oh, just like that, she was standing beside me, faster than expected. We were so opposite, with her shortness and my height in sharp contrast. Is that because I chose, like, I was taller than her in the beginning? Oh, maybe at the beginning, like, if I chose taller, then I was meant to be with Aiko. If I chose same height, I was meant to be with her. And if I said shorter, then I was meant to be with Kana. Maybe. Well, like, that would, I don't know, like some sort of point system or something to see, like, if they get mad or whatever. I don't know what I'm talking about. People are easy to manipulate if you can convince them of simple things. A gradual accumulation of lies turns into a reliance on you as a font of knowledge. I just realized how weird this music was. Do you often lie to people? Kana gasped, hurt in her eyes. No, we're just speaking about, like, brain stuff, though. I'm really interested in psychosis. Psychology? You know what I mean. Her expression twitched into one of sympathy, as she seemed to realize how she'd been speaking. You shouldn't use that stuff to manipulate people, though. That's awful. She laughed, high and light, her cheeks red from embarrassment. I hadn't meant to accuse her, but some friendly teasing seemed to be in order. I'm so angry at this stupid game. So I got so far. I mean, not at the game, but at my screen recorder. Because I got so far, and then it's just, nope, we're just gonna cut it. No, nothing. Nothing. Okay. Okay. So, work with Kana. Okay, so then she just said, like, a bunch of weird, creepy stuff, and then she's like, oh, sorry. I'm not sure how far I actually got. Oh, no. What is this? Okay, yeah, this is the point that I got to. So, you know what? I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back a whole bunch. Way back. Okay. So we're going back to our groups. I still haven't seen the other person yet. I forget her name. My best friend. I hope Con isn't this bratty for the rest of the year. So yeah, she's been really weird, like whispering in my ear and everything. I'm not sure how much of that you guys saw, but it wasn't too important. She was like, "Oh yeah, you can lie to people. You can easily manipulate people. Psychology, stuff like that." And then, "Excuse me, Papa," and then I still don't know how to pronounce that. Hey, Isla. Okay, I thought this was 100% going to be the Monica of the series. This is just like the looks in the weird red suit and everything. I'm not sure what we are, but we're on good terms. She was too busy being class president. So what she does is she drags me to the library. And then she tells me that she thinks that one of the girls that are in my group started the fire, and she's been told to watch over them as class president. And she thinks it's specifically Kana, who, lucky enough, I chose to group with. So she's just asking me to keep an eye out on her. Like, hey, keep an eye out on Kana. Make sure she doesn't do anything weird. She's seen therapy before. I don't know. But yeah, she was acting really weird before. Look, I wouldn't ask you to do this if it wasn't important. And like I said, chances are that this isn't even true. I'm already working with her in science class. Perfect. I'm glad you won't need much convincing then. Like I said, I doubt these suspicions are anything to worry about. I'll check in with you to see what you find out. And feel free to text me. We should do coffee again soon. Wait, we had coffee? I didn't see any coffee. That more threatening than anything else. That doesn't make sense, but okay. I feel weird not acknowledging that we'd gone on a few dates, but we both got too busy with school for that. She danced around it, but it was one kiss, two? It felt so long ago, and I'm not about to chase her down. It seems I have plenty on my plate already, and why would that duty fall onto me? To be honest, it almost sounded like Alia was jealous. She ended up in the other science class. If they wanted Alia to keep an eye on Kana, why wouldn't they have put them in the same class? She expected me to drop whoever I was working on with for Kana, or she made Kana out to be an arsonist. Yeah, they were suspecting that she burnt the school if I didn't already say that. Either way you cut it, it didn't sound that reliable, and it seemed like something the police would handle, not me. The afternoon was beginning to creep over the city, and I needed to find Haruka. If she'd waited, that is. There you are, Papa. Oh, hi. I thought you died or something. That is very true. I thought you did die. Like, literally, I thought you killed yourself. But you know what? That's okay. I thought you died or something. I had to laugh at her hyperbole. Wait. Oh, that's what she said to me. I thought that's what I said to her. I had to laugh at her hyperbole, even though it felt rough after my conversation with Aguila. You'll never guess who I just saw run past. Little Miss Prissy, why isn't everything perfect? Oh, Ayla, I think. Haruka has popped the pea a little too hard, splitting on me in the process. What? Had popped the pea a little too hard? Oh, spitting on me in the process. Okay. So she's like... She failed to notice, even as I wiped my face. I never did get why you liked her. I guess she's tall and pretty and smart and smells nice, but like, what else? I narrow my eyes at Haruka, who raises her eyebrows. What did she want? Yeah, she wanted me to catch up with whatever she did over the holidays, and she couldn't do that here while you waited. And she couldn't do that here while you waited for me? I shrugged and felt immediate relief when Haruka shrugged it off. I'll just add her to my list. List of girls trying to steal you away from me. Oh no. Wasn't she the first one on that list? No, that was Haruka in 8th grade, or Sakura. Wait, Hakura and Sakura? Isn't that basically like Sayori and Yuri? Haruka, Saruka. This is so confusing. She stole my seat next to you and spent a whole class throwing candy at your desk, which got you in trouble for the candy and made me in trouble for allegedly punching her. Haruka had the nerve to say allegedly, even though when anyone had seen her sucker punch Sakura so hard her nose bled. Okay, I'm just gonna save. I want to keep that decision saved, though. Okay. Sakura and Hakura had a history of tension, though. Sakura tended to pick on Haruka as she always responded. I hate this game so much. Okay, not the game itself, my screen recorder. I'm not sure if I already said this, because the last time I said it, I'm pretty sure my screen recorder also corrupted. Okay. So, let's try and go... That's where I left off last. Okay. So, we're just kinda... Okay, so all this weird stuff, actually, wait, did I already say? I'm not sure. I don't know, I feel like I already said all this. What? I guess I already went through all that, so I guess I'll just kind of explain what happened, because I'm really not up for going through all of that again. So, it was really weird, so, where'd you leave off? Oh yeah, so there was this girl, Ayla, or Ayla, I think that was her name, I don't know, something like that. She comes over, she's like, hey, the people from the place that you're in a group with, we have a suspicion that one of them is no bueno. So, what I'm going to ask you to do, for some reason, is you're supposed to watch over that one, especially Kana, because apparently Kana's an arsonist, and, Kana tried to burn down the school, everybody thinks, even with no proof at all. That's what the old school thinks, at least. And then, yeah, that's about it. So Kana's an arsonist appeared to the whole school, and I'm supposed to watch over them. And then it was the Discord thing, and yeah, we were just talking about how it was such an uneventful day. I don't think I missed anything. Yeah, I guess that's all. I'm probably gonna have to do a lot of these, because I'm not going back when my screen recorder shuts off, because it's really annoying. Thank you guys all so much for watching this video. I'll just make one for every in-game day, and I will see you all in the next video. Please watch it, give me views and watch time, please. Bye!